Are you waiting? Hey, welcome to the DBC Inc. Facebook Live. It is a Thursday night. We are joining you once again. I am coming to you from Vancouver, Washington, the Pacific Northwest. We are entering the spring season. It is actually sunny outside. I'm getting rid of my seasonal affective disorder by getting a little vitamin D sunshine finally. And I am joined by Tara Martin, author of Be Real Cannonball In, from Cincinnati, Ohio, the queen of CrossFit, the baddie from the natty. How are you, Tara?
Good. How are you, Dave?
Doing fantastic. David, what's going on? Good to see you popping in here. Go. It's game time.
Game time.
Game time.
We have a packed agenda, so hope you guys are fastening your seatbelts.
Oh my gosh, I have like all these things written down. It's all organized by the minute. Oh,
that's actually my to-do list.
I was gonna say, wait a second, that ain't no.
You notice nothing's checked off on there? Yeah. It was a very unproductive work day.
I'm like, wait a second, you do have an agenda? What's going on here? Okay, so here is the deal. Rumor has it that maybe the day started off really nice there, but then like descended into rain. What's going on in Cincinnati?
I know. It was so beautiful. And we had like just all the sunshine. It feels like spring. Hey, Nick, how are you?
Wait. Yeah, you know what that means? We have gone international. Manitoba is in the house.
You know, we got to do it every time.
Winnipeg, Manitoba, in the Great White North of Canada.
Super exciting. Yes. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, it was so beautiful. And then midday, I walked over to the coffee shop, and she's a little disappointed in that energy.
What? Man, I've set a high bar if that's disappointing.
She's like, hey, wait a second. Are you not so excited to see me today? What happened? Yeah, it'll get sunny. I think we're gonna have some sunny days coming. And actually, I get to meet with an author this Saturday, Dawn Harris. I hope she joins in, but maybe she will.
That's awesome. So you're like when you say that, usually you're meeting virtual, but this is like in person.
Yeah. So she was asking me for some help on some stuff. And you know, I work with our authors all the time. And we were just gonna meet Zoom. And I'm like, hey, wait a second. She was like, wait, I'm only 30 miles from you. I'm like, oh my goodness, let's meet in downtown Cincinnati. And so she's actually coming to downtown Cincinnati, and we get to meet there. We were supposed to meet a couple weeks ago, but I had the norovirus, and I decided not. Actually, a lot of string of events, but I didn't decide not to get her sick, and I'm thankful for that.
Yeah. Hey, Kristen, good to see you. Thanks for popping in here. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm excited that you get to what you guys are having lunch and stuff, and then meetings, working on some stuff.
Yeah, so I have like 3 little places. I sent over the menus to her to see if which one sounded kind of good for her. And I also have not really explored Cincinnati much at all. I pretty much work out, play at the dog park, and that's like it. And so I've been jotting down. I have a list on my phone, like places in Cincy to visit that people keep telling me about. There's so many places here, by the way. I don't know. It's been winter, so I'm blaming it a little bit on that. But also I just have like this weird thing about going out to eat by myself or doing stuff by myself. I just haven't really got a good grip on that yet. So if somebody can go with me, it's like, oh, okay, I have this whole list. We can do a lot of things. What do you want to do? So I'm excited that she wants.
Hey, you'll get over it. I have probably 19 out of 20 meals alone. So
I know. I need to just do it. I don't know why I don't.
Yeah. So let's see. A few things. One, I'm excited because I get to hang out with Tara Martin in just a couple days. Yes. So this weekend we both head to we're flying into Buffalo, then get in the car and driving to the Jasper, Troopsburg, New York area, and get to have Sunday night, St. Patrick's Day, dinner with Elizabeth Bostwick, author of Take the Leap, hashtag Leap Effect, And so that's going to be fun to see Liz. And then we get to go do a program at a school. I did the 90 minutes for this school in the fall. They're fantastic. They're wonderful. They're Terry, you're going to love them. So I'm going to do, I think my presentation is like about 12 minutes, and then I'm going to turn the rest of the day over to Tara.
I think it better be about 2 hours. Then I'm taking 5. You better get it together, mister.
Okay, I'll try to pad it out a little bit.
And Nick said, is any half marathons? I'll have to check. That would be so fun. Cincinnati. Well, we did that one in Columbus, and that's not very far from me. So, like if you ever do that one again.
Yeah.
Don and Liz. I know. I get to see 2 authors this weekend. That's kind of cool. One day after each other.
Wait, 3 authors.
3. Yeah, that's right. The New York Times best-selling author, Dave Burgess, Pirate Hall of Fame. Oh, sorry. Just kidding.
So 3 authors in one weekend. Wow, that's crazy.
That's going to be awesome. That's going to be a good weekend. I go from nothing, like just me and Honey, to everything.
Yeah, exactly. And rumor has it you get to maybe go see your son soon too?
So I'll be getting in from New York on Tuesday, and then Wednesday I'll drive Wednesday evening half the way to St. Louis and stay overnight with Honey. We're going to road trip, and I'll pick her up from the dog center, and then we'll travel. And then Thursday morning, we'll travel into Kansas. We are so many exciting things. Selling my house, get to see my boy, get to have some doctor's appointments, need an eye appointment, all the checkups. And
well, some of those are exciting, some of those not so much.
Some of them are not so much. Yeah.
But good things to check off of the list.
For sure. Yeah. Sadly, I had a little health scare, but I think everything's good. And I know a lot of you will ask me about CrossFit, but I will be having to withdraw from the open. I'm super bummed. But at the same time, I started thinking about this, Dave. A lot of times, like in school, I feel like kids feel like they're defined by this test, right? It's once a year. And then you make like some kind of score and you're like, oh, like, dang it, I thought I knew all this stuff. And I think sometimes, it's cool to have this test that we have like in CrossFit once a year. It's so fun and it's cool to see your fitness. But for anybody out there who might have to miss it or might have to drop out of it at the last second for whatever reason, it doesn't change how fit you are. It doesn't change anything really. It's just something we look forward to, and it's fun to test our fitness and see how we rank in the world. And I was super excited about it. I feel like all along the way, I've been so proud of my body. Somebody asked me, my personal trainer asked me the other day, he's like, how do you feel about your body? And I was like, I'm so proud of my body. Like, I'm so proud of what my body can do. It shows up for me all the time. Of course, there's flaws and things I wish I could fix, but in all honesty, I couldn't be more proud of how my body shows up for me. And I have to remind myself of that when disappointments happen. And,
yeah, for sure.
I just was thinking about that in the world of education. Like, no one test ever shows everything. Like, you have so much more than that. And so if you ever have to miss it or you fail it, or you just like, now I'm going to be like ranked like 100 million thousand, whatever. It's not a number, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really mean anything.
No,
I didn't get to try it.
Yeah. No, it'll be fine. You'll be back in a week or so and be back at it again. So
yeah, a week versus not, and to be safe rather than 5 months.
Right. You don't want to do that again.
My doctor's like, T, a week of walking and normal activity, travel for work.
Normal activity for a normal human, not normal activity for a Tara.
She got real specific. Yeah. No more than 2 miles of walking, like, and depending on how I feel.
She's learned her lesson of how to deal with you.
Yeah. I'm so grateful for her, though. She definitely loves me. Like,
you're like, well, she said I could she said I could do like normal, just like some normal walking, so like 20 miles. I don't know.
I
Like,
just went on a marathon,
yeah,
a walking marathon.
I was going slow. Um, yeah, I feel a little bit the same way about the running. Like I want to run faster, more, but it's like after missing so long, missing like over half a year, it's like happy to go slow.
Yeah.
I don't want big setbacks. So I'm putting more days in between my runs, going slower, doing intervals, just trying to make sure everything's on board before ramping it up.
Yeah, I think, there's a couple of good things about, just all the things I felt over the last couple of days. Just one, being able to hear my body and listen to my body. And then also having such a great doctor that she's miles away from me, but she gets me, she knows me so well. And just having her to be able to help me, comfort me, give me a list of things to look out for, you know, knowing, and also like her knowing I was traveling with you to New York. She's like, whew, I just feel safe like doing, there's somebody there. Should anything happen, you have somebody there. So I think everything's going to be great, but I can't wait till next Thursday night when we jump on here and I'm like, hey, we're good to go.
I'm nervous that you're going to be like 15 minutes into your presentation and be like, I don't think I can go today. Dave, we got the next 4 hours. like four.
You better bring some magic tricks.
Yeah, better bring my deck of cards. Maybe bring some chess sets.
I think I'll be good.
Tap shoes.
I already feel so much better, and I'm not even having the symptoms I had yesterday, so I feel good.
And actually, not a joke. You mentioned something about like me going a little longer, and like I'm thinking like, okay, I could bring that origami activity. Like I'm already thinking about adding my origami. I have like an origami part of my program that I do.
Actually,
yeah. So I might, if I can find it in the next day, I might bring along some origami for us to do too.
I can always make some more of them too. Let me know.
Yeah, you're like, I'll make them for you right now. If it means you're going to go a little longer.
We'll have lots of things to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to be fine.
Monica is here. Hey, what's up, Monica? And Sean, thank you very much. Yeah, improv like a pirate is no joke. Definitely will need the tap shoes and the ukulele.
We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. I feel really confident. I feel good about it. This morning you had asked me, I said no, but now I feel so much better.
I wouldn't be worried about it if I hadn't already gone and done a program in the fall. So they've already seen they've already seen the Teach Like a Pirate keynote material and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. What's this? Origami is one of my favorite gifts. Oh yeah. So I had several ways that I incorporated origami in my classroom, and I have a professional development activity that's based on origami. That's really cool, and everybody moves with leaves. There's a kind of climactic moment where everyone finishes and has like a little moving origami creation, and there's like a whole storyline as it gets folded. The letters like form into different words and stuff, and it's pretty cool. So
it's fun. It's so fun.
Haven't done it in a while. I better practice that origami fold if I'm going to do that.
It wasn't that fun to create that graphic though.
Oh yeah, to get all the words and letters in the right spots to fold together.
Dave is very particular about it.
It has to be right. That's right.
We had to move it a bunch of times. Yeah, you guys will have to check it out. Maybe Dave can bring it on here one day.
Yeah, it's cool. And you learn, you move your fingers and it's cool. It's awesome. It's awesome. A moving creation.
It's super cool. Yeah, we're gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I'm excited.
Yeah. Or maybe actually, if you're like, I'm not sure how I'm feeling, I'm gonna be like, hey Liz, you're only 25 minutes away from here. Like, get in here.
Over here.
I need you to do some Canva this afternoon.
Hey, Liz would probably help us right out.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna be okay. I feel good about it. I feel real good about it. Yeah. What else? There was something else I was going to say that happened that I thought was really cool.
Let me grab a couple of things here.
Well, we have We have some webinars coming soon. So I know you guys know that we put out a book called Teachables. Teachables has just a ton of strategies for students and adults alike, all learners, really, all ages. And they're going to be putting on a webinar on, let me see that date real fast. They're putting go ahead.
Are any of the strategies bite-sized?
They're all bite-sized, Dave.
Bite-sized strategies that you can add right into your classroom. Yeah, and like packed with QR codes and stuff to link you to other stuff. It's a super good book. Check it out by Cheryl and Lisa. And let's see what else. Oh, I wanted to show. I think I did this last week, but I'm gonna do it again anyway.
Yeah.
So the latest books. Not only we have Teachables, but we have the latest. Whoa, here it is. Whoa, we can see everything turned right. 50 Ways to Engage Students with Google Apps. Alice Keeler, Heather Lyon. Alice, of course, is famous for her 50 series books with us, like 50 things you can do with Google Classroom, 50 more things you can do with Google Classroom, all that. And so now 50 ways to engage students with Google Apps, not 50 ways to leave your lover, 50 ways to engage students. And the primary edition of Edu Protocols is out, of course, with Jen and Ben. We're super excited about that. And I wanted to do a throwback to one that came before that, which has been doing really well this month, and would love to see more people reading it. And that's Happy and Resilient by Ronnie Habib. Fantastic book. If you're feeling overwhelmed, you're feeling any amount of stress, anxiety, just looking to bring a little more happiness and joy into your life, fantastic project, Happy and Resilient by Ronnie Habib. And so these are just a little handful of some of our latest releases, and all fantastic. And so we would love for you to check them out and see what you think.
We are super excited about them. I found the webinar. It is going to be on 3/28. So it's coming up in the next couple of weeks.
Maybe this month. Woo.
Yeah, 2 weeks from today. So instead of a live, we'll have a webinar on that day. And you definitely want to be there. It's going to be so good. I think they have some cool freebies that if anybody signs up, you will get them. And if you can't join the webinar live, you can watch the playback for 48 hours. So worth it. They're going to be doing a couple of their strategies, at least one, I think two.
Sean, yes, the stress. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what people are talking about that either. I don't hear anything about that at all. People talking about that. Yeah, so
that
no
was
stress out there. No stress.
I feel like, it's weird when you go through these days, like today, I feel like nothing's checked off my list. And so it's super overwhelming because I had just such a high stress day. So many things got checked off today, but not on like the list that I had set out to do. And I think, it's good for us as adults to experience that and be able to share that with like people that we serve, and how to connect with someone. Like for me, connecting with Dave, connecting with my doctor, and just being able to have someone to kind of calm it all down. Like it's gonna
be okay.
Yeah. And then reminding me, Dr. Riggs was like reminding me, like, get in the sauna tonight when everything's done. Check out at some point, go sweat. I know that's something that's meaningful to you. Can't work out right now just because I want to play it safe, but go get a good sweat on. Tomorrow, go take a walk. You can walk a couple miles, see how that feels, and then jump in the sauna, and you're going to be fine. And just reminding you that, like, they check all the symptoms, they check all the things. Like, okay, this, it's like your vitals. Like, okay, your heart's beating. All the great things are happening here. Now, let's calm your mind down.
Yeah. So, I see it, by the way, Monica wants to get that signed copy. Of Edu Protocols. Yeah. Speaking of signed copies of Edu Protocols, I'm not sure if any of you, especially those of you who are watching on the West Coast, Spring Q is coming up. So next week is Spring Q in Palm Springs. And I know Jen and Ben will be at Spring Q. They'll have books there. They'll be signing books and putting on a couple great sessions. Tisha Richmond will be there with her son, Tommy Richmond. And I'm not sure who else is going to be there, but I think there's more. But I know that several of you will be around at Spring Q. So be sure to go get your book signed and all that if you see any of the authors around.
Look at this cool comment from Sean. My checklist has eased a good deal from some of the edu protocols. Sketch and tell yesterday, thin slides today, fast and curious daily.
Yeah, that's the great thing about edu protocols is that it's like I've explained before. It's like this picture frame, and you just can swap. You use the same picture frame, but you swap the content in and out, rotate the content through, and the kids learn the frame, the lesson frame, and they get better and better at using it. And so it becomes more and more effective and efficient, like over the course of the year. And so, like, why reinvent the wheel every day? You can use these lesson frames that are proven to be effective and switch your content in and out. So it's fantastic.
Yes. Bring your Dragon Smart book too. Who else do we have going to Spring Q, Dave?
I was thinking about that. I'm drawing a blank on who's going to be there besides, a lot of times Adam and I don't know if Adam and Kat are going to be there, but a lot of times they're there.
Oh yeah, the coach, EdTech
yeah,
coach.
The complete EdTech coach. So I'm not sure if they're going this year or not, but a lot of times I know that they're there. And yeah, I'm not sure who else is going to be there this year, but it's always good. So I still have not been to the Spring Q, by the way. I've keynoted Fall Q before. I've never been to Spring Q, even though it's I was in San Diego, very close to Palm Springs.
Yeah.
But never made it over there. So at some point I do want to go to hit a Spring Q.
Oh, I bet Scott will be there. Yeah, Scott's usually there. And who else?
I get John's another one. Sometimes is there. I don't know if he'll be there or not, but
John Crippo.
Yeah.
And sometimes we have a couple more. I feel like we always have a few there, and we usually have a few keynoting.
Yeah, I know Matt's keynoted before.
I think George has keynoted that.
Yeah,
Jimmy.
I don't think Matt's going this year though. But anyway, yeah, check it out. We'll be excited to see that, and then
we'd love to learn your learning too. So be sure and tag us in any of thing that you're learning out there, especially if you see any of our authors. Selfie it up, tag us. We love that kind of stuff. Oh,
Pinto,
maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Pinto's gonna be there or not. I'm not sure.
Yeah, she possibly will be there.
Yeah.
We didn't do a checklist for that one this year.
Yeah. By the way, I had Tara go down a list and tell me all the people that had books in some level of production. Sometimes I get confused, and man, seeing some of the stuff that's coming up, I'm pretty excited.
One just came in today. I don't know if you checked your email.
Oh, I'm gonna do that right now.
I hope I tagged you on it. I think I did.
Like a manuscript.
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I did.
Is it from a Canadian?
Yep.
Okay, I don't need to go look. I know who. So that's
gonna be a good book.
I'm excited about it. I can't wait to talk about that project. It's a secret now because the project is so. I'm not trying to use a pirate hook on you.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, no, so I'm not trying to use a pirate hook on you. We have to keep it secret because the project is so different and unique that we don't want someone to steal it. It's such a cool mashup book. So if you think about, say, what we did with Sean Gaylord and the Pepper Effect, where it was the Beatles and education, and music and education. This is something in education which is completely unique and different, and we're so stressed that someone will take the idea that this author contacted us and said, "Hey, I'm going to be on a podcast. Can I talk about the upcoming?" We're just like, nope, don't say a word about it.
And we usually tell authors, speak on your topic. Try material out. Know what you want to write about based off of how they respond. We're like, don't say
no words about this.
It's so good.
Yeah. We want it to be closer to release, closer to getting through the editing process and all that before we leak what the mashup is. But it's going to be really fun and really cool.
And you're going to be hanging for like 6 months.
Yeah, it's gonna be. We'll talk about it maybe every week for a few months. That's how I feel about Edge Protocols Primary. Like coming soon, Edge Protocols Primary. I think I said that for like 8 consecutive Facebook Lives or something.
He's going through a mental Rolodex of Canadian authors right now.
Yeah.
Definitely the suspense.
Yeah. It's.
I don't think you could ever guess this.
I don't think you could guess what this is because it's just, like I said, it's so unique.
So different.
And so, yeah.
But it's so good. And yeah, come December, you guys are going to be pumped.
It's like before Sean's book came out, if I would have done this hook and you had said like, oh, I bet you they're going to do a book that has to do with the Sgt. Pepper album of the Beatles. Like you would never guess that, right? That's kind of like this. Like you never guess what this is.
So fun. Yeah, it's going to be great. I think, I know another cool thing at the end of April, so now living in Ohio, I'm so central to like a lot of places where our authors are visiting or speaking. I get to go see Tish. She'll be in Michigan. Where she's at in Michigan is only 3-hour drive for me. So
cool.
I get to go see her present. I get to see her the day before she presents, and I get to see her present. And then
that's great. That's awesome.
I mean, I know we hang out all the time, but we haven't seen each other in a long time.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what I know in May, Nick Roque, phenomenal teacher, author, is going to be presenting at another conference in Canada called Riding the Wave. So she did a conference a little bit ago, and then now got accepted for another one. And so she's doing her second conference on the phenomenal people message. Riding the Wave. Yeah.
I love celebrating our authors. We just saw Megan Lawson did a big keynote for a bunch of educators out here in Ohio. Columbus, I think. I can't remember, somewhere close by, but I think it's Columbus. And she killed it, smashed it. She did it for a bunch of, was it Columbus? I could be wrong.
Port Clinton, maybe, or something like that?
Maybe so. I'm sorry.
Is that a place?
I got the city wrong. I should look up the post.
I want to say it's like something like Port Clinton. Was
it here in Ohio, though? I think.
Port Clinton, Ohio, I'm pretty sure.
There we go.
Yeah. And Lauren Coffin is going to be doing a presentation at ASCD. And so we're excited for her. So Megan out there doing a keynote. Congratulations to Megan. And Lauren doing a session at ASCD, which is a big conference.
I think Lauren has a book coming, right?
Yep, she has. We'll have. I don't know when the release date of that is, but at some point. Yeah, so it's good to see people out there.
Authors out there smashing it.
Out on the road, traveling, speaking.
So cool. So
sharing
cool.
Their message.
Well, we are coming to a close. I can't believe it's already over, but hopefully you got a few updates, maybe a little inspiration. If you're feeling a little overwhelmed, find a friend, phone a friend. I saw something on Megan's Instagram. I'm gonna pull it up real quick while you're talking, Dave. But it's talked about your emotion, like real quick. I'll kind of preface it, but she put it on her Instagram story, and it talked about your emotions before you talk about it, which I'm not always a fan of talking about my emotions. Sometimes I just like to sit with them on my own. But it says feelings before you talk about them, feelings after you talk about them, and it has these two pictures. Can you see them? This one on the one side just colors all a mess, and then feelings after you talk about them kind of like gives you a way to like sort it out and kind of give them a compartment and give you a little bit of control, get a little control back. And I feel like sometimes you just need somebody you trust to kind of lay it all out there, put the whole truth out there. Like, here's what's happening. And for them to kind of help you, like you've been through a similar situation to this, like you got this, it's going to be all right. Kind of reminding you that everything's going to be okay. Because I think sometimes we feel alone, but we're really not alone.
Right.
Yeah.
And, if you don't have that person, other than finding that person is important, but I know that something that's been successful for you, Tara, too, is journaling.
Journaling.
So
Oh, for
sometimes just like if you don't have a person
coaching
that you can
yourself.
vent, if you can't vent to somebody or have some stuff that you don't want to vent to somebody, sometimes maybe just writing it down and journaling can be an important thing.
Or Nick has a really good one too.
That was yesterday, before and after the day. Yeah. So a therapist, if you don't have a friend that you can do that, you can pay someone to listen.
You can get a therapist.
Pay a professional to listen.
I think
I've done
I
that
owe
before.
Dave.
Karen's done that before. So
I owe Dave a lot of money for being a free therapist many times. Bless his heart.
yeah.
But yeah. But thank you guys for joining. I hope you have a great rest of your week. And we hope to see you back next week. And yeah, have a wonderful day. Be on the lookout. We have some good stuff coming for DBC.
Absolutely. Not to mention that mashup project, but maybe half a year. Oh, by the way, a shout out to the OG.
The kids deserve it. Adam, welcome Todd Nessaloni.
One of the OG books right here from the DBC line. Kids deserve it. I wore that to the gym just before this. Yeah, might go take a run in it right now. It looks so nice outside. I feel like I should run.
Go crush it.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for joining us.